Hey Chris, thanks for coming again to be with us to talk about another new Yamaha console. This is the 4th generation of Yamaha's 01V, and I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit about what new things are brought to the 01V 96i.
Absolutely. Since its initial release in 1998, the 01V series of compact digital mixers have really been the industry standard. They've been used in a whole series of applications for both music production, recording, and live sound and installation applications. When it actually came to redesigning the 01V 96i, we took a fresh look at what our customer needs, and to be honest with you, much of it is already in this console. So there was no need to reinvent the wheel, which has two very clear advantages. Firstly, being that we didn't need to reinvent the operating system. Secondly, the customer doesn't need to relearn the workflow. With up to 40 simultaneous inputs and up to 20 buses at 96 kHz, the 01V 96i delivers large console power in a rack mount sized package. The 01V 96i offers 16, 24, 96 kHz analog channel inputs with 12 improved professional quality mic head amplifiers. The new killer feature is the USB 2 connectivity along with the new multi-track recording features.
I really like the concept of the console having the audio interface built into it. It means the engineer doesn't have to bring a bunch of racks and cases and all the extra expense that comes with it. And what if you accidentally leave something as simple as a power cable behind? Then you can't do the show and record it. So here it's all in one cable solution, USB, power cable to the mixer, and you're set to go. I think that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you that. The 01V 96i makes it really simple. It now features a 16-in, 16-out USB audio streaming at an impressive 96 kHz. It also has the multi-channel I/O via an expansion card on the rear, and it's got the included ADAT port as well. The addition of the USB 2 makes high-quality multi-track recording much easier and faster than ever before via your DAW. Now that DAW could be the Cubase AI software that it comes with, but it could also be Cubase Standard, Nuendo, Logic or Pro Tools. You really decide what you want to use.
That's great that Yamaha allows the engineer to have the choices to their tools and what they're used to working with. Can you tell me some other benefits of having the audio interface integrated into the desk?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if we look from a live sound engineer's point of view, there's two very clear advantages here. Firstly, they can record the band during a gig. What this means is that the band can then sell the recording post-show, whether that be as a CD or via a download. Secondly, the engineer can actually use the recording to do a sound check the following gig. Rather than having to wait for the band to turn up, they can just crack on and do that. And the band's going to love you for this because it means that they can turn up, concentrate more on drinking beer and talking to girls, which, let's face it, is what we all got into music for anyway. There's some other cool features as well, such as using your computer streaming audio back into the mixing console during a gig, so you can essentially take your produced music onto the stage, whether that be playing back backing tracks or using it as a real-time slicing and dicing giant effects processor. On top of this, there's also a great bunch of Vcm effects inside of the digital console itself.
Oh, the Vcm effects. I remember in the previous version of the 01V 96 VCM, they were optional extras, but now Yamaha selected some of the best ones and they include them for free. Can you tell me a bit about the VCM effects and how they work and what VCM brings to the engineer?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really nice to see that the 01V 96i features all of the VCM effects that we've had as options in the past. So this means that whether you want to add some really nice vintage stompbox phaser effects, whether you want to use some painstakingly modelled compressors, miles ahead, VCM plugin models actual circuitry right down to the components, transformers and resistors, so you can get some really accurate sounding representations of some analog classics. In addition to the VCMs, we also have the RevX reverbs. RevX reverbs were first brought to the market in the SPX 2000 rack mount unit, and they've been used in a wide variety of Yamaha's leading digital consoles ever since that time. The cool thing with the VCMs and the RevX reverbs is that they're very easy to use from the console itself or by using the attached 01V 96 editor via your computer.
That's one of the hidden powerhouses of the 01V 96i system is not only do you have all the hands-on control on the surface, but you also have the editor. And I know you can do some things getting ready in advance. Can you explain a bit more of what you can do with the editor?
Yeah, absolutely. The 01V 96i editor gives you complete control over your console via a computer. It runs on the Studio Manager platform, which also supports many of our leading other desks such as the LS9 and the M7CL. Gives you real-time display of channel status and provides a total console overview from the luxury of your big studio computer monitor. Offline, it allows you to edit and manage scene data such as patch lists and gives the engineer a real boost in the control and efficiency of the way that they work. From a rental side of things, it means that if you're a touring sound engineer and you're consistently using a different desk, but always the same model of desk, it means that you can store your settings to your desk and then recall them via a computer or a USB stick when you actually turn up for the gig. Personally, although the editor allows some real deep editing and programming, I like it for the simple things such as using it as the world's coolest and most compact meter bridge.
So there are a lot of options that allow the engineer to be very detailed in what they're programming and also address some simple issues that can be solved with the editor or directly from the control surface. Vcm Effects built in, RevX, a lot of functionality in one product. It seems a really cool new addition to the family.
Yep, you've got it.
Thanks for coming.